Dear colleagues, I'd like to start my topic with a small truth how today we have information how the US satellite Juno, which exploration the Jupiter sent to the Earth the pictures about one of the very interesting space object in the solar system satellite of the Jupiter, Io moon. So the set for picture since a distance 22,000 kilometers, and NASA had a plan, have a plan to get pictures since minimum distance 1500 kilometers. The first part of my topic will be totally you are right the situation in China economies. China, as said in Singapore, one of the China's officials, China will be resistant to publish the data about own economical, microeconomic growth, including employment rate and another. So this is economical data. Very important for the analysis of microeconomic situation in the all over the world due to yes, you are right. The spectacle that China is second economy in the world. Certainly, to take information about health of the Chinese economy, we must to very must very interesting for all economical society. At this background, so the interest so China People Bank had decreasing the interest rate right now, and certainly this is will smoothly go to the Russian story how the not amazing how the China, Jesus, Russian central bank is improving interest rate. Interest rate. This is a story, and right now, so-called independent Russian media told about how this is a steps was late. Later since July month were later, but how they had a sealant 3 months ago. So this is a very similar in the frauds in the information field. So I must tell how the Russian patriotical economists observers are very feeling how the currency rate fell down. And I must, meanwhile, I like to tell how yesterday, before the announce of the northern session of the Russian Central Bank, currency rate in the Russian Federation fell down before the 97 ruble per dollar. This is not Russian. This is I couldn't find the words for describe this situation. So, but it's very simply how the political how the economical power create condition for the by some politicians surrounding US dollars for the little price. This is corruption, in other words, in the state scale. So very simple. And certainly, if you someone think that the Peaches Russian manager groups don't want in the currency rate, as you guess, they expect you. They very have a Peaches mistake. So certainly this is buying was in the cash form. So it's not amazing. Let's go to the conspirological sketch. Conspirological sketch. This is a need money for the special operation of the Russian secret services in the abroad, and certainly in the one of the state who want Crimea. So this is more for the Ukraine story, but the second part of my topic will continue after the return Russia into the Great Deal. Russian Navy have followed or accommodate the British ships of the Navy of the Royal Forces. But at this time, British forces, military forces, have not missing the flight Russian aviation or range distance aviation in the under the over the NATO water in the near the British military British economic zone in the sea. So this is information, I think, is a hint how the we have a possibility how the British Navy will accommodate the ships, civilian ships, who participation in the Great Deal, in the Great Deal, and so-called the Black Sea Initiative. Jesus, and so the second part of my topic will be the very interesting situation with the using artificial intellect, for example, by the artificial intellect in the base of the chat GPT, the Microsoft Open AI together productive, for example, in the create of the means to the digital recovery the deaf people out of the bureau. This is a very interesting story. Have a very big, the complex problem with the moral at first, legacy, law problem, economical even problem, and the sociological and psychological problem. Certainly, it is the first the law regulation by the legislation, national legislation. And I think here we have not. If you think that I will suppose the create international legislation about it. Right now, I think it's not correct, and I think right now every country who can computers, power, staff, and math safety for the create this is solved about the recovery out of the bureau in digital form. So this is must be create their own legislation. And I must here I'd like to remember how the Russian economic power created two diameter controversial situations. One hand, they push regulator to announce the digital ruble, and another hand, the power push those central bank to the increasing interest rate. So therefore, by the logic science, one of the decisions have propaganda. This is new information technology, and I'd like to continue the digital recovery out of the bureau of the deaf people. Totally in the private cases are very consumer service. Totally, will be, I must tell, this is we have commercial interest, and totally all individual can have a right, I think, have a right to order in the market the digital recovery model of his relatives. Also, this is simply the first approach of it. For example, my grandfather, one of my grandfather, one of the my certainly every people have two grandfathers. One of my grandfather have education, biggest Soviet military education. He postgraduate of the academy by the name of Frunze. And certainly was repression, etc. So it's normal. And I must remember how the wife of the Molotov said prison in the prison timely with how her husband was the foreign minister, and so in private case, in private case, all of the people came to the order and by the market the digital recovery of. For example, it will be interesting to have one moment to see the digital image of my grandfather, for example. And certainly if you remember, I'd like to remember the museum of Tafi, where we have a copy of the biggest politician by the Vash, copy of the Museum Tussaud, Madame Tussaud, copies of the politician activities, sportsmen, cultural people, stars, and etc. So this is a sample for the development for the study legislation about the enter digital recovery out of the bureau in the model. This is the first step. It's I think no a big problem. So the submission provide life in the expand and the spread of the furrow. It's only with the agree with the coding of the real individual man. And the last topic, China refused ban in the Union Nation of the North Korean human rights. So thank you. Bye bye.